Hello, everybody, and welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live. Crew, hey, see there, all right. So, anyways, I'm doing some more sharing here. All right. So, anyways, okay. So, boom, there we go. Pop culture group, pop culture enthusiastic. All right. So, anyways, welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live on this Friday night. And so anyways, give me a minute here. And Dukes of Hazzard family. All right. Duke. Group is all for the Dukes of Hazzard fans. All right. Okay. Cigar. There we go. Cigar Lovers Club. There we are. All right. So, anyways, okay, bongos. Here we go. Bongos. All right. So yeah. Okay. So let's see here. How many times have I shared this? Let's see. All right. So, anyways. All right. 38 shares, good enough for me. There we go. Crew. There we are. Let's see. All right, so getting in the thick of things here. I am going to say hello. Hello. There we are. All right. So, hello, everybody. All right. So, okay. Well, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. So, let's see, likes and loves. There we are. All right, there we are. Daily Cigar. Classic TV shows and series. There we are. Cube. All right. Rubik's Cube fans. All right. There we are. Okay. Oh, there we are. All right. And we go there. Yep. All right. So anyways, welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 305. It is Friday, December 27th, 2024. There's only maybe 4 handful days before the new year. I'll go through my intro. So anyways, welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 305. Big Jim Blogcast Live airs Sunday nights on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, the occasional Wine O'Clock Wednesdays, and we're now in our 6th year as Big Jim Blogcast Live debuted back in 2018. Let's see if I can share this all over the... All right, send in Messenger. There we go. Larry, there you are. So this year expect more, expect more craft beer reviews. We've done over 250 plus. Paired that with a good cigar, spirit, rum, whiskey. Tonight's craft beer is St. Bruce Stout by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I will accompany that is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. And our cigar here, it is a Esteban Carrera Chupacabra. It's Nicaraguan. So anyways, let me light this up and let's see, where are we here? So, anyways, Tracy, I see you've just joined us. Oh, boy. All right, well, that's going to be a strong one. All right, so we'll just put that. All right. All right. So, anyways, the crew, Tracy, Larry, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. We talk about classic movies, classic rock, classic toys, classic TV, classic pro wrestling, classic albums, along with This Week in Van Halen History, along with local events, bongos, countdowns, birthday shoutouts to all of our friends, and my sidekick, Cactus Jack. Here we go. All right. All right, that is Cactus Jack right there. So, anyways, all right. So we got bongos, birthdays. So, all right. So, Tracy, how are you? Yeah. So the Blogcast, seen in the U.S. and Canada, is now worldwide. The U.K., we're seen in the U.K., Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, etc. Thank you for watching. Tune in, turn on, enjoy the show. The only things that banned around here are politics, religion, and my personal life. We aren't spam. Like us, share us, subscribe to us as a Blogcast. We'll go out later on all these audio listening platforms, which you podcast to, Spotify, Apple, and my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give, before we start out here, I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin groups, Sarnia groups. Yeah, like Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the pop culture, all the Van Halen hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, such as the Dukes of Hazzard groups, birthdays, bongos, and Rubik's. All right, boom. All right, we check our notifications here. Yeah, so anyways, all right, so, I'm going to share this some more with like, all right, beers. Okay, let's see here. Beers, Craft Beer Association, there we go. Craft beer, Bill Murray and Beer Night, there we go. Drinkers and Brewers, there we are. So there we are. All right. So, anyways, yeah. I'm going to do my disclaimer. I may say the following words like shit, damn, screw, fuck. Go find yourself a space, cover your ears, cover your because those words will come out tonight. I apologize in advance. So, all right. All right, so tonight, what we got on tap, this is your Friday night primer. This Blogcast is intended to if you're going out tonight, you know what, watch me, have a beer with me, my craft beer review. I'll be on for for now under 2 hours, so you probably are going to head out around 9 o'clock to go drinking at the bar. But anyways, yeah, I got my craft beer review tonight. We're going to do some birthday shout-outs. One event in the countdown, local events. It's a John Schneider triple shot tonight, as it is Eddie Macons' run, his movie. The Dukes of Hazzard Season 5, we'll talk about that. From Return of the Jedi, the Sarlacc. Pro Wrestling's Outback Jack. Our classic game show host, Richard Dawson. Our classic board game, How to Host a Murder. Our rockstar plane crashes, Ricky Nelson. And a classic album from John Schneider. So, there we go. All right, so occasionally you'll hear this hissing sound. This is just, spray aerosol, fancy smelling aerosol, so I don't want the, Denise, how are you tonight? I don't want the apartment to smell like a smoke shop. But anyways, yes. All right. So as we're going to get to our craft beer review here. I am going to write in. All right. 3 sheets. Here we are. All right. 3 sheets. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. That's good. All right. Cigar I got going on here is a Esteban Carrera's Chupacabra. It is Nicaraguan. So, along with that, okay, so this is St. Bruce Stout by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario. I give it a rating out of 10. I'll explain to you my rating system here. So, anyways, I give any beer here a 10. I rank it out of 10 to 1. 10 being outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average. And we want this beer to land in the 6 to 10 range. Now, 5, it's called average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. Basically, it was based like a brewed in a sewage plant. And so, yeah. So, like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10, 9, 1. What am I going to give it tonight? So stay tuned. So this is, we're intimate and interactive. So, yeah. Here we go. I wanted to tell you guys about this before we get underway. This is called the Growler. It is your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. This is volume 6, issue 1. It tells you all about the up-to-date craft breweries in Ontario and near you, and what they do, what their functions, So I would pick it up at any LCBO near you and any craft brewery near you. So there we go. All right, so we get started here. Bam. All right, that was the gong. A little bit of a bongo solo here. All right, so as I said, we're going to get to our craft beer in a moment. All right. So, and it comes to us from the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I do have their glass. That's my hometown. All right. So I'm going to pour it. I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Three Sheets, I visited them back in the summer. Great little brewery out there on the outskirts of Port Elgin, owned by an honorable gentleman named Jeff Carver. All right, so look at that. All right, pouring that dark. Oh, let's see. All right, and so, all right, and before I try this, let's interview the can. Holy moly, that's stout. Smooth-bodied, creamy, and delicious. This stout is the Viceroy of Flavortown. Perfectly roasted with bitter notes, a hint of chocolate, and is meant to be served and enjoyed cold. So here we go. This is on the back of this. Our patron saint of getting together. Call me Jimmy. So, all right. So here we go. I'm trying this for the very first time tonight. All right. It goes down really smoothly. There we go. I can taste the chocolate in it. We'll give this a little top up. All right. Okay. All right. So, all right. And it is St. Bruce. It's a stout. It's by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. It's crisp, clean, little bit of hint of a chocolate to it. You can taste the chocolate in there. All right. Wow, a little bit of sour aftertaste too. So, all right, Tracy, you peace out, Tracy. All right, and if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to say hi. All right, so I'll put this back here. Yeah, St. Bruce Stout. Like I said, I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. It's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. When I do these craft beer reviews, I don't go, well, it's a very expensive, highbrow tasting craft beer. No. I don't do that. I just go with my gut and what's in here. So, all right. So for one more time, and then we've got our accompanying that is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. So, all right. Oh yeah. All right. That little bit of that taste right there. So, okay. Yes, this is. We'll get to our birthday shout-outs in a moment here, but yeah. So this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0 episode 305. It is Friday night, December 27th, 2024. We'll get to our birthday shouts, countdowns, and local events. Let me see if I can do a little bit more sharing there so for a group. So bring back 80s memories. Love the 80s. You gotta love Sarnia. Circus Magazine. All right, so okay, Sarnia Lambton's entertainment scene. Save. There we go. Post. There we go. So yeah. All right. All right. There we are. So yeah. This is your Friday night primer. Most of you are getting ready to go out around 9. The bar, I'm no different. So, it's probably your last. It's probably the second to last blogcast for 2024. Then we shut down for a bit. A little bit like back in it. We had a little bit of a delay in between October and December. That's because hackers shut us down. But you know what? Well, I always come back. So, anyways, let's get to some birthday shout-outs here, shall we? So, anyways, all right. All right, Mary, there we are. So, anyways, all right. So, anyways, if we can get to some birthday shout-outs here, we'll turn him on. All right, so our birthday shout-outs from the 23rd all the way up to this weekend go out to Lynette Denise, Marianne Pugsley, Carrie Wrightson, Mike Parent, and Curtis Ackerman. So happy birthday, everybody. Enjoy your birthday. Me too. All right, so there we go. All right. Me goes by for now. So, all right, bang, boom. A little bit of a bongo shout out there, bongo solo there. All right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, anyways, yeah. I am all right. So, our blog ID before we get going into like the countdowns and local events here. Now, Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us all over Facebook. The audio version will go out later on these audio listening platforms, or listen to your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to the watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia. All the pop culture, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, all the blog groups, all the classic TV and movies, like Dukes of Hazzard groups, John Schneider, fans, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. So, yeah, and also, we've got our hotline set up here. So, if you want to call me up on your rotary phone here, or your cell and say, hey, Jim, I love that beer. How's the beer tasting? We got so it's 1-800-867-5309. So it's toll free to call. So you may not get through. You may or may not get through. 1-800-867-5309. So, all right, bam. Now before we get underway here, like I said, our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey and a nice Nicaraguan cigar. All right, so let's see. Like parrot. Oh, there we go. So, all right. So yeah, I'm tagging you guys because all right. All right. So yeah, I'm tagging you guys because yeah, there we go. It's a nice. All right, we're left during the live. Oh, okay. All right. So anyways, there we are. Refresh that. Okay, so hi. All right, there we are. So I just wrote in a comment there. Okay. So anyways, there we are. It was live. There we are. In fact, there we are. All right. So yeah. All right. Okay. So yeah. All right. So anyways, there we are. So our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by all this, is St. Bruce Stout by the Three Sheets Brewing in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Trying it for the very first time tonight, and it's got to stick with. I got to get a read on it all through the blogcast, but so far you can taste a little bit of the chocolate in it. It does go down smoothly. There's a little bit of a sour taste to it, and I'll put this back here for now. So St. Bruce Stout by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. So there we go. All right. So anyways, okay. All right. All right. All right. I love all the likes and loves there. So yeah, I got a good cigar going on here. It's a Esteban Carrera's Chupacabra. It's from Nicaragua, and I got that from the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. So anyways, yeah. So let's get to some like countdowns. The only thing, all right. So New Year's Eve is only 4 days away. 4 days away. Count it from. All right. So anyways, all right. So yeah. All right. So anyways, yeah, that's it. I don't know what everybody's doing for New Year's Eve. I don't know myself, but yeah. So anyways, we got it. Let's go through some like local events here. All right. So anyways, okay. So all right. So anyways, yeah, likes and loves. Thank you everybody for that. At Hell's Bells, an AC/DC tribute, Sarnia Imperial Theater, Saturday. All right, so I'll turn this down. Hell's Bells, the AC/DC tribute, Sarnia Imperial Theater, Saturday, February 8th, 2025, 7:30 p.m., 168 Christina Street North. Tickets, imperialtheater.net. New Year's Eve video dance party at the Refined Fool on 1308 London Road, Sarnia, 8 p.m. to 1 p.m., $20 a ticket. I believe they are all sold out. Also, a New Year's Eve, AJ's Bar and Music Hall, 143 Christina Street North, $10 per entry. All right. Okay. Okay. So the Mudmen at the Royal Canadian Legion Forest in Forest, Ontario, Saturday, February 1st, 2025, 7:30 p.m. www.ticketscene.ca. $25 in advance, $28 at the door. Our Lady Peace 30th anniversary tour, Saturday, March 8th, 2025, 7 p.m. Canada Life Place, 99 Dundas Street in London, Ontario. Tickets, ticketmaster.ca, ticketmaster.net. Alvinson Pro Rodeo 2025, Friday, Friday, June 13th to June 15th, 9 a.m. It's 310 Walnut Street, Brook, Galveston, Ontario. Strathroy Rib Fest, Friday, July 4th to July 6th, 2025. 334 Metcalfe Street West. New Year's Eve champagne celebration at the Portuguese Canadian Club. $3.99 Campbell Street, Sarnia. $90 per member. $110 non-member. So, all right. Big Bounce Canada, Delaware Speedway, 1722 Gideon Road, Gideon Drive, Middlesex Center, June 13th, 2025, 9 a.m. till June 15th, 10 p.m. And, all right, Saugeen District Secondary School All Decades Reunion. June 21st, 2025, 12 p.m. to June 22nd, 2025, 1 a.m. Lakeshore Recreation Banquet and Fitness Center, 1177 Godrich Street, Port Elgin. There's going to be a dance, and maybe there's going to be a pub crawl. Check back with me for more updates. There we go. So, anyways, that is it for me for local events. All right. So, yeah. Let's see here. So, let's see. 82 views, 300 shares. Okay. So, anyways. Okay. So, yeah. That's right. Okay. And, yeah. So, anyways, people. Yeah, if you're a graduate or if you've attended SDSS, it's an all-decades reunion. And there's going to be live bands there. It's going to be great. Personally, I intend on going myself. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, okay. Yeah, this is bongo solo. Boom. All right, we're picking up steam here. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 305, Friday, December 27th, 2024. This is probably the last Friday night version of Big Jim Blogcast Live for a while for 2024, as we only have 4 days till the new year. So, and whatever you're doing tonight, this is a primer version. So I hope you're watching along. You're having a couple of drinks. You're getting ready to go out. You probably won't head out until like 9 or 10, like me. I plan on heading downtown for a beer. I've got like a good cigar in the meantime. Let's see what we're just traveling here on our notifications. There we go. I've got a good cigar. It is a Nicaraguan Chupacabra. And, all right, so anyways, along with that, along with like I've got Gibson's Finest Whiskey accompanying our craft beer for tonight. Oh, yeah. So, anywho, our craft beer for tonight, it is called St. Bruce. It's a stout. It's by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I do have their glass. All right. So, anyways, it is a little. There's a little bit of a sour aftertaste to it. It does go down smoothly though. Whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer, I'll let you know. It's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. So, yeah. And if you're out there, and if you say hi, so. All right. So, anyways, I'm just going through these. All right. So, oh, whoops. What did I do? All right. So, anyways, there we go. All right. So, anyways. All right. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. It's got to go on me all through the blogcast, but all right. So yeah, it's overall we got a good beer going on here. St. Bruce Stout by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here sticking around, you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. So I'll just place this back here, and I'm just going to check out my notifications here. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Okay. So, Doreen from Bruce County. I see you've just joined us. Our craft beer for tonight. You may be familiar with the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario. Good beer so far. And, yep, hello, Doreen. All right, so, I'll just place this back here for now. As we get to our movie, it's going to, we do, I know you are. All right. All right, a little bit of a bongo solo there. We've got, like, it's a bit of a John Schneider triple shot tonight. We've got his movie on right now, which we're going to talk about. We've got, like, all right, the movie section here. We start us off. We've got, like, Eddie Macons' Run. So, yeah, there we go. It's starring John Schneider, Kirk Douglas, Lee Purcell, Lee Ayres. It was released March 23rd, 1983 on a budget of $5 million by Universal Pictures, but kind of did disappointing numbers at the box office at the time, $1.2 million. So it wasn't really the big hit. But anyways, here's like here's more of like the there you go. Eddie Macon is running from a nightmare, running to a dream, and running for his life. So there we go. That's the theatrical. There we go. That's like the we've got the Vault series, Eddie Macon's Run. So Eddie Macon, played by John Schneider, is escaping from prison at the opening of the film. Macon moves from Florida to Texas to provide for his wife and son. His temper lands him in jail, and he tries to escape. Is captured and given like a harsh, long prison sentence. And so, Eddie and his wife Chris plan out his escape, being involved in the prison rodeo and hiding in a cattle truck, trying to reach the U.S.-Mexico border in Laredo, Texas, where Chris and Eddie will meet up. Well, Chris and Eddie will meet up and settle down in Mexico. So, Macon is being pursued by Marjack, played by Kirk Douglas. He has recaptured Macon once and is tracking him down, but is thwarted by the character who's hiding out Eddie Macon. Along the way, Eddie meets Jilly Buck, niece of the governor. She is sympathetic to Macon's plan and helps him get to Mexico. So, Marjack catches up with Macon in Laredo, but decides to let him go, assuming that if Eddie Macon is with his family, he won't be a threat to anyone. Macon meets his wife and son over the Rio Grande border, and the movie ends in that location. So, it basically, like, Eddie Macon. I did post several scenes and the theatrical trailer on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages, so look for it. This wasn't like the big. This was in like 1983, so I assume this was made Schneider on a break, I guess, from the Dukes in their 5th season. This was like this coincided with the Dukes' 5th season. I guess this wasn't the big hit he had hoped for, as it was a box office failure. It tanked at the box office. So there we go. Eddie Macon's Run. There's like there's the theatrical. There we go. Starring John Schneider, Kirk Douglas, Lee Purcell, Lee Ayres. So yeah, it was like all right. So anyways, yeah, it wasn't the big hit everybody hoped from from John Schneider. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, all right. And I did post several scenes from the movie, plus the trailer on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So, look for it. Excuse me. Really good cigar here. It is a Esteban Carrera Chupacabra. It's a Nicaraguan cigar. So, all right. So as we put that back down there, and if you've got like any concerns, complaints, or compliments, call me up on the Big Jim Blogcast hotline, 1-800-867-5309. On your rotary phone here or your cell. Hey, Jim, how's it going? How's that beer doing? Good blogcast tonight. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I did hope everybody did have like a Merry Christmas tonight. All right. So, yeah, I hope everybody did have a Merry Christmas, and I hope you're looking forward to the new year, 2025. As we get to like season 5, all right, of the Dukes of Hazzard, and you got to wonder, why is Daisy Duke alone on there? So why is she the only one pictured? And why are these gentlemen in the opener of the Dukes of Hazzard, season 5? Well, simple explanation for all that. Course of the evening, I'm going to... Wee-ha! All right, that's the General Lee flying through the air. So, all right. So, anyways, let's check it out here. Yeah, all right. So, anyways, the General Lee will be flying through the air all through the blogcast. Yee-ha! All right. So, anyways, yes. These two gentlemen were, if you were in the... Okay, it was the 1982-83 primetime TV season, and these two, Byron Cherry, Christopher, and Christopher Mayer. Byron Cherry is the blonde. Christopher Mayer is like the brunette there. We got a bunch of pictures here, so I'm going to explain to you why. So first of all, all right. So first of all, in the beginning, I've got the Dukes of Hazzard box set here. All right. So covering all 7 seasons of the Dukes of Hazzard. You Dukes of Hazzard fans out there. All right. So tonight we are going to, focus on season 5 of the Dukes of Hazzard here. So, all right. So anyways, we'll put that back right there. Why wasn't it John Schneider and Tom Wopat at the beginning of season 5? Well, I'm going to tell you guys something like that. But first, we got to get to like when the Dukes started, it debuted back in 1979. My brother and I were out in Wyoming, Ontario, Canada, at my grandparents' place, and we were watching TV. And this is when you had to get up and change the channel, and where there were only 3 networks. So, yeah. So, anyways, I saw this like, yeehaw! I saw this Dodge Charger flying through the air. My brother and I decided like, we gotta watch this show. So, like I said, this was an era where you had to get up and change the channel, and there were only like 3 networks. So, all right, and we got like, yeehaw, Daryl. So, yeah, and from that point on, my brother and I were hooked on the Dukes of Hazzard. Like for 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons, and then the 5th season came, and all of a sudden, these guys were like in the season opener, Byron Cherry and Christopher Mayer. So easy. It was easy, like explanation for all that. Season 5 of the Dukes of Hazzard premiered 8 p.m. on CBS Friday night, September 24th, 1982. Storyline was that. All right. Storyline was that the characters of Bo and Luke are gone and have left Hazzard County to fulfill a lifelong dream of racing on the NASCAR circuit. Bo and Luke's cousins, Bo and Luke's cousins have returned to Hazzard after a 6-year absence to help Jesse and Daisy run the Duke farm. Now, All right, John Schneider and Tom Wopat. All right. Bo and Luke Duke were fired from the series or walked out, depending on who you believe. It was a dispute over merchandising royalties. Like they wanted like a piece of Dukes of Hazzard lunchboxes, the cars, and all that. Yeah. So, yeehaw! So, yeah. So, yeah, Dukes of Hazzard. There we go. Good old boys, John and Tom with like Waylon Jennings. So it was a dispute like over merchandising royalties, millions of dollars over merchandising royalties. Okay, so T-shirts, etc. Like I said, the cars, like lunch boxes and all that shit. Catherine Bach actually wanted to, who played Daisy. Catherine Bach, who played Daisy, wanted to walk out with them too. But you know what? Tom and John convinced her to stay because there might not be a show to come back to. Byron Cherry or Coy Duke and Vance Duke were quickly added on, and the show's ratings, of course, as you can imagine, the show's ratings went down. They're all right. So, anyways, yeah, this is the whole cast of like the Dukes of Hazzard all through. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. So, yeah. Now, rating over the course of season 5, as you can imagine, ratings for the Dukes of Hazzard quickly quickly tanked. So Warner Brothers renegotiated with John and Tom, and a settlement was reached. Oh, you're welcome. All right. So yeah, we're quickly. Warner Brothers renegotiated with Tom and John, and a settlement was reached. John and Tom returned for the last 4 episodes of season 5. The episode "Welcome Back, Bo and Luke." They returned from the NASCAR tour. Isn't that hard to do when they're on probation? Weren't they on probation? Yes. Coy and Vance were quickly written out of the episodes, but they were gone by the first commercial break. If you were a Dukes fan. I have a sick kitty at home. That's cool. That's right on. So, all right. So, thanks for coming out, Doreen. Coy and Vance leave because to care for a sick relative. They were never heard from or seen again or mentioned again. The ratings slowly recovered, but slightly. This is the start. It was the beginning of the end for Dukes of Hazzard. Like season 5, Dukes of Hazzard. Prior to this, the Dukes, all right. Yeehaw! All right. So, anyways, prior to this, the Dukes of Hazzard were a top 10 show. They were a top 10 show for CBS, but by season 5, that quickly changed. Like that as a result of the walkout and the casting of Coy and Vance. Season 5. They were ranked in the 82-83 season. It went back. It plummeted to number 34 with 17 million viewers. Season 6 beginning. CBS held on to like the Dukes for like 2 more seasons. Season 6, 16 million viewers. It ranked number 36 in the 83-84 season. Its final season. Season 7, 13 million viewers, 41, 84, 85. Like I said, I myself stopped watching after season 5 because I wanted to go out on Friday nights. I didn't want to stay at home, and I didn't want to stay at home, and I wanted to go out and party with my friends. I was that age, so. So, yeah, like I said, I didn't want to stay at home on a Friday night when I was a teenager. And I just, wanted to go out and party with my friends. And, so I didn't stick around for I wasn't a loyal viewer for the last 2 seasons of Dukes of Hazzard. I can remember coming home one Friday night and my dad's clearly saying to me, hey, you missed the Dukes of Hazzard tonight. I'm like, oh, okay, is that show still on? Oh, and you know what? I think millions of kids like me felt the same way. So, yeah, there is a cast photo of the Dukes of Hazzard. There is, and so yeah, these guys were quickly written out of the Dukes of Hazzard. So and this was like their competition at the time was a Friday night where the Powers of Matthew Starr on NBC and Benson on ABC. So yeah, this was like the all right. We've got the network primetime TV schedule for 1982-83. Powers of Matthew Starr, Benson, and the Dukes of Hazzard season 5 on CBS. And so, that was like all right. So there we go. That's the good old boys, John and Tom, with like Waylon Jennings. You got like their competition, the Powers of Matthew Starr on NBC and Benson on ABC. And so, all right. And so, yeah, you got like what they were fighting over, lunch boxes, T-shirts, and the cars. Model. So they must have got a piece of that. So, anyways, yeah. The Balladeer, always in the opening sequence there. All right. And there we go. And yeah, this was an era where you had to get up and change the channel because there were no flat screens. There were no back in the day. We're talking about early 80s. So anyways, yeah, and the Dukes of Hazzard. So, all right. And we're going to keep this rolling all through like, all through the series there. So they were back in their rightful place, John and Tom. These guys were never ever mentioned again, never ever referenced in any Dukes reunion movies. So, yeah. So, anyways, there we go. All right, and yeah. So there we go. And the question is, why is Catherine Bach alone? There we go. That's that's your Dukes of Hazzard 5th season synopsis. And so watching it now, it was like I did try and catch myself up on the last 2 seasons, but you know what? I fast forward through most of them, and and I just tried because it was just bad writing. All right, so yeehaw! Down. That's going to be flying through the air all through the night. So all through the Blogcast. So yeah. All right. So anyways, well, likes and loves. There we go. There we go. All right. So anyways, yeah. And I did post season 5 highlights of the Dukes of Hazzard, and as well as an interview with like Byron Cherry and Christopher Mayer and Tom Wopat and John Schneider on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So there we go. Like it. All right. So anyways, there we go. I'm going to like a few things here. All right. So yeah. All right. Welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 305. It is Friday night, December 27, 2014. I guess it was 10 to 8. So this is a primer version of Big Jim Blogcast Live. Probably the last Friday night version you'll ever see. I know you're getting ready to go out. So sit down, have a few drinks with me, watch the blogcast. So, anyways, yeah. Oh, and I forget to mention, here we go. Like, I mean, I've got some, here's for all you, all right, Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug, the Rubik's Cube. I've been doing this all year long. Tonight's color, I'm going to try and get one side, one color. For any of you who don't know what this is a legendary toy from the 1980s, a Rubik's Cube. It's pretty self-explanatory what you do. You got to put all full colors, all 9 sides. Tonight, I'm only going to, this is my first attempt. I'm going to try and get the all orange side of it. So here we go. Boom. All right. So here we go. There we are. Fuck. Oh, come on. Come on. All right. Orange. Orange. There we are. There we are. Fuck. 3 tries. There we go. So that's all I got for now. I'll put it in its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug holster. And that is the first of 4 tries tonight. Doing the orange side. So, yeah. All right. All right. So, yeehaw. All right. So, yeah. All right. Bongo solo here. Well. All right. So, yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 305. I've got a good cigar here. It is a Esteban Chupa Cabra. It's from Nicaragua. Accompanying that, all right, well, anyways, here, let me do that. All right. Accompanying my craft beer for tonight, it is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right, so... All right. So we've got like, fuck. Tonight I'm going to top this beer up. It is called St. Bruce. It is by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I'm going to top her up. All right. So, and I do have their glass. All right. So, anyways, yes, Three Sheets Brewing Company. I visited them last summer. Great little brewery outskirts of Port Elgin, owned by a gentleman named Jeff Carver. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight, and it, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. But it's got to grow on me all through with the blogcast. St. Bruce Stout by Three Sheets Brewing Company. A little bit of a sour aftertaste to it. You can taste a little bit of the chocolate in it. Does go down smoothly despite the little sour tasting thing, aftertaste there. Yeah, so there we are. See how thick that beer is? All right, St. Bruce Stout by Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. So I'll just set this back here. And, I do, like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so what am I going to give it? All right, so any one of these numbers. So, yeah, all right. So, anyways, so there we go. All right. Before we get going on our... All right. So I want everybody to know that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to, Spotify, Apple, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Sporting Sarnia 2.0, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog groups, classic TV and movies, the Dukes of Hazzard, John Schneider, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. And so, yeah. All right. Bam. All right. So, all right. As we get to our classic sci-fi side character there, let's see. We have the Sarlacc. All right. So, yeah. All right. This guy right here is a creature. It's sentient beings, carnivorous creatures located on Tatooine and all other planets throughout the galaxy. Its average height was 3 meters, 10 feet wide. Average length 100 meters. Sarlaccs began as spores. Male and females mate. The male was smaller, would grow and burst, releasing millions of spores into the air and atmosphere. There's a Star Wars technical journal on the Sarlacc. Sarlaccs reached maturity after 30,000 years and would dig themselves into 100 meters of sand and eventually wait for its prey. Now, digestion of prey and weak stomach acid was rumored to be 1,000 years of digesting in there. It had a beaked tongue. It had like a wide mouth, 4 tentacles, many stomachs. Sarlacc swallowed prey whole, and it had rows of 100 spin-like teeth, which kept prey in from going out. So Sarlaccs were durable. Boba Fett was the only person or being to survive and burst right out of the Sarlacc's stomach by burning a hole through its stomach. So, yeah, and our Star Wars. All right, so it's in the character encyclopedia here, the Star Wars character encyclopedia. Okay, let's see here. All right, so the Sarlacc. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Captured prey. It tells you all about that in the Star Wars character encyclopedia. So, and I did post. Oh yeah, yeehaw! All right, and I did post more of the backstory of the Sarlacc on my Facebook page and my Blogcast pages. So there's 2 looks. There's another look at them. All right, there's an up close and personal view. All right, so yeah, let's see, where are we right here? Okay, the only person that was the only being that could break out of the Sarlacc was Boba Fett. And so bounty hunter Boba Fett, who burned his way through the stomach lining of the Sarlacc. So, I may have a bathroom break, so I'm just warning you right now. And so, all right, yeehaw! All right, ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Okay, that's a general leaf line through the air as we have a John Schneider triple shot tonight. All right, bam. Okay. All right, bongo solo there, and here we have our masked. Hello.
Hello.
Big Jim Blogcast Live. Version 6.0, episode 305, Friday, December 27, 2024. All right. He'll be back later on. We've got our... Oh, bullhorn. Yes, we do. All right. Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. Well, wait a minute. We'll put it on man there. Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. So... yeah. So, anyways, that's the bullhorn. All right. So, yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 305. Friday, December 27th, 2024. This is a primer. I know you're at home having a couple of drinks. You're waiting to go out later on, as I am. I'll probably head out to have a few drinks at the bar downtown. So, yeah. So, I hope you're watching with me. So, anyways. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Okay. So, if I want to get... all right. So, if I'm going to reiterate, if you want to call me up on the hotline, 1-800-867-5309, on your rotary phone or your cell. Hey, Jim, how's that craft beer working out for you? Love the show tonight. So, yeah, it's 1-800-867-5309. It's toll free to call. You may not get through. You may have somebody call Jenny, but 1-800-867-5309. There we are. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. Tonight's craft beer, accompanied by a good Nicaraguan cigar. It's a Esteban Carrera Chupacabra from Nicaragua. Accompanying that is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right, so all right, and the craft beer for tonight, it is okay. So it is St. Bruce Stout. It is by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I am trying this for the very first time tonight. Got one of their glasses. Great little brewery owned by a gentleman named Jeff Carver. All right. Does go down smoothly. There's a little sour taste to it, but I can overlook that. It very settles in your stomach pretty well. I'm going to top this up. Like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw in a number between 1 and 10. All right, so I'll just place this back here. All right, as we get to our, okay, as we get to our, yeah, all right, so, one more, second time tonight, I'm gonna, before we get to our pro wrestler, classic pro wrestler, I'm gonna take the Rubik's Cube out of the Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. I'm working on the color orange tonight. This is what I got. All right, so bongo roll. Okay, here we go with that and that and all right, so a couple of turns here. I do not want to screw this up, so yeah. All right, so anyways, couple of turns, there we go. All right, so woohoo. All right, I almost got it. There we go. That is the orange side. I'll put it back. So that's the second 4 times tonight. For those of you wondering, this is a legendary toy from the 80s. It's a Rubik's Cube. I've got a classic one. So, and that's all I got for you on my second try tonight on the orange side. So, all right. So, anyways, as we get to our classic pro wrestler tonight, he is Outback Jack. Anybody remember this guy? Hold on here. And 2. All right. So, all right. He is, he was born Peter Spilsbury, February 4th, 1958, in Victoria, Australia. He's trained by Les Thornton. November 1986, he starts his pro wrestling career with Stu Hart's Stampede Wrestling, was brought into the WWE that month because of the sudden mainstream popularity of the movie Crocodile Dundee. The WWF hyped his debut by showing several video vignettes of him in the Australia Outback, driving a Jeep, drinking beer with cows, learning survival skills from the Australian Aboriginals. They billed him from Humpty Doo Northwest Australia. Now, his WWE debut, he wins over jobbers like Steve Lombardi. Wins over Steve Lombardi. Jose Estrada, Barry O, Barry Horowitz. And Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Barry O, Barry Horowitz, Iron Mike Sharp. There we go. There's Iron Mike Sharp. And wins over like superstars like Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. He becomes a jobber himself to the Jobber of the Stars, jobbing to Rick Rude and Ted DiBiase. Feuds with Killer Khan, Frenchie Martin, the Outlaw Ron Bass. He takes on an appearance at Jake the Snake Roberts' Snake Pit. June 6, 1987 with Jake the Snake Roberts. Now May 7th, 1988, his final TV match on WWF Superstars of Wrestling. Six-man tag team match with Grady Boone and Steve Blackman against the Islanders. May 15th, 1988, his final match against Greg the Hammer Valentine. Now, he currently lives in Florida. He's retired, and he's blind in one eye. So this is your classic forgotten superstar, Outback Jack. So he also feuds with Mario Mancini, another jobber. So, yeah. All right. So, there we go. All right. So, anyways, there. All right. And I did post several of his matches and promos on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So like it, look for it, like it. There we go. That is Outback Jack. And so there we go. Tommy Kangaroo down, sport. Tommy Kangaroo down. Oh, yeehaw! All right, there we go. Flying through the air. The General Lee. And so, all right. So, all right, that is boom, boom. All right, so anyways, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 305. It is Friday, December 27th, 2024. It's a Friday night. This is a primer episode for all you people that are going out later to the bar. Okay. For all you people that are, I want to wish you guys, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and you will have a Happy New Year. All right. My craft beer for tonight, it is accompanied by like a Esteban Carrera Chupacabra. It's a Nicaraguan cigar. I got this at Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. Accompanying my craft beer for tonight is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. So the craft beer tonight, good mix. It is St. Bruce. It's a stout. It's by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, owned by a gentleman named Jeff Carver. Great guy. Got their glass here. I visited them last summer. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I'll just give it a little top up. All right. Yeah, it's growing on me. It's like that sour taste has disappeared. It settles in your stomach pretty well. Good aftertaste to it. You can taste a little bit of the chocolate in there. St. Bruce Stout. Look how thick that beer is. So, all right. So, I'll just place that back here. All right. So, yeah. Wow. There may be a little bit of a bathroom break tonight. during the blogcast, but like, mm. All right. All right. So yeah. Oh, yeehaw! All right. So, anyways, yeah, there we go. Boom. All right, bongo solo there. As we got the bullhorn here. Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. So okay. So and I do give the beer a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number, feel free to do so. This is the Friday night version of Big Jim Blogcast Live, Friday, December 24th, 2024. I hope everybody's had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you'll have a Happy New Year. You're probably getting ready to go out to a bar tonight, and I'm with you. Wherever you are, you're probably Friday nights. So Big Jim Blogcast Live, we're there for you. Probably, so what I'm going to probably be doing after the blogcast is going out myself downtown for a few bevies. So, yeah. All right, so there we go. All right. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, yeah, as we yeehaw, flying through the air there, the General Lee. All right. So, yeah, as we get to our classic game show host, where is he here? All right. He is Mr. Richard Dawson of the Family Feud. All right, so he was born November 20th, 1932 in Gosport, Hampton, England. He began his career as a stand-up comedian. Dickie Dawson making appearances on the Benny Hill Showcase and the BBC and other BBC appearances on TV shows, 82nd, 82, and Jukebox Jung. All right, so in the U.S., his career, 1961, he hosted a late-night talk show on LA TV station KCCP-TV. His appearances, he makes other appearances in TV, like Dick Van Dyke Show, King Rat, Dirk Brigade, Devil Go Home. Big break, came on Hogan's Heroes for 6 seasons, from 1965 to 71 as Corporal Peter Newkirk. Regular panelist on Match Game from 1973 to 1978. His bigger break came when he was from 1976 to 1985. He had 2 runs as the host on Family Feud, and one from 1994 to 1995. And he's a guest host for Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show. Now, the post Family Feud TV went The Odd Couple, McMillan and White, Fantasy Island, Love Boat, and on the movie The Running Man, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Basically, he's parodying himself. 1978 Daytime Emmy Award winner for Best Game Show Host. Kissing When You Could. This guy was like probably a walking sexual harassment lawsuit waiting to happen. But unfortunately, he passes away at age 79 on June 2nd, 2012 from cancer in Los Angeles. So this is your classic game show host, Richard Dawson. Him as Peter Newkirk on Hogan's Heroes. So, and I did post several of his career highlights on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So, yeah, look for it. There we go. Yeehaw! All right. So, like I said, I might have a bathroom break later on. You never know. And so, All right. So, bongo. Bongo solo there. So anyways, yeah, thank you for watching. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 305, Friday, December 27th, 2024. The primer episode for Big Jim Blogcast Live. For all you people getting ready to go out to the bar, it's only like a little bit after 8 o'clock. I might do the same thing myself. I'll probably do this. I am going to do the same thing myself. Go out to a bar for a few bevies after the blogcast. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, I got to take this one. Be back in a sec. All right. All right, I'm coming back. You hear my voice in the distance there? Boom. All right, I'm back. All right. Okay. Well, yeehaw! All right. Flip through that. All right. So we get to our classic board game. But before that, we're gonna do a third and final try of the Rubik's Cube here. I'll take it out of its mug here, the Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right. So as you guys can see, this is like a legendary toy from the 80s. It's like a Rubik's Cube. It's pretty self-explanatory. I am working on. You got to get like all colors, all sides. Tonight I'm working on like the orange side. I got pretty much close to it. So here we go. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this for the remainder of 2024. Then who knows? So, all right. So orange side, bongo rolo solo there. All right. So, anyways, here we go. Yeah. Okay. So we get to that. Turn that away. Fuck. Dude. Couple of there, and there we go. Oh, fuck. I was back to where I started, so there we go. I'll just put that back, save it in a Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right, so I'm just spraying the apartment down. Don't want it to smell like an ashtray. So, all right. Good cigar here. It is a Nicaraguan cigar. It's an Esteban Carrera's Chupacabra. I got it from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. Accompanying that with our oh wait, there we go. Gong time. Accompanying our craft beer for tonight is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right, good stuff there. So our craft beer for tonight, it is St. Bruce Stout. It is by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Great little brewery, craft brewery out in Port Elgin, Saugeen Shores, but I prefer to call it Port Elgin. I got their glass. There we go. See how dark this is? So I'll just give it a little top up here. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Yeah. It's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. I'll give it that. Great aftertaste to it. The sourness disappears after a couple of swigs. It's got a little bit of a chocolatey taste to it. Yeah, so it is called St. Bruce Stout by the Three Sheets Brewing Company. And here we go. Holy moly, that's stout. It's got some info on the back here. patron saints of getting together. Call me Jimmy. All right. So, yeah. All right. Very good beer. Yeah, so anyways, I'll just place that back here. Like I said, it's like a good beer. I'll give it a rating from 1 out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, if you want to throw out a number like so many people have done, feel free to do so. So yeah. All right. So anyways, here we go. All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 305, Friday, December 27th, 2024. Most of you right now are getting ready to probably go out to a bar. You're priming yourselves. You're having a few drinks. This is what Big Jim Blogcast Live is all about. I myself, hey, I got the craft beer going. I got like the Gibson's Finest whiskey going. I hope everybody's had a Merry Christmas. You're looking forward to New Year's Eve, going out to party like me. So yeah. I know I have no idea what I'm doing for New Year's Eve, but anyways, there'll be maybe 1 or 2 more blogcasts before the new year, before the 2024 ends. And so, bam. All right. All right. As we get to our classic board game on how to host a murder. All right. So, anyways. All right, I'll grab you this like right here. This is a classic board game. It's called How to Host a Murder. It's by Canada and Crane's Company, made in 1986. Takes 8 players to adult. It's endorsed by the legendary late horror guy himself, Mr. Vincent Price. The premise is it's set in September 1936 at the Power Oriental Theater in Hollywood, with all the glitz and glamour of Power Studios. They're celebrating a release of a film called Power and Greed. There's a party for the cast hosted by Power Films, with headed by Anton Power. But a murder is discovered, and the guests must decide amongst them who did it. So, anyways, let's open her up here. All right. So we've got like the. Okay. So we've got like the board game. We've got a cassette tape of how. See that of how it's to play the game. We've got your like. All right. Power and Greed. So anyways, I'm not going to waste time like putting it all out there, but it is, you've got like a cassette tape, diagram of the theater, 8 clue packets, name tags, suspects, Sarah Fair, Sheldon Cloud, Denise M. Dreyer, a young actress, Heidi Voltage, one of Power Studios' new stars, Yvonne B. Alhone, Swedish-born actress, Hackford Ryder, a screenwriter, Savoy Fair, Savoy's British accent, British actor, Selden Lloyd, preeminent director, Stuart Dryden, the lead in like this movie, Tatiana Tat, successful actress. So yeah, it does take 4 to like. It does take, 4 to 8 players on there. So, anyways, if you want to play it sometime, if you see this in a store, in a thrift store, I got this in like Goodwill. So, anyways, yeah. So, snatch it up. How to Host a Murder. I posted more info on my blogcast pages, my Facebook pages. It gives you that. There we go. and it's endorsed by the horror master himself, the late Vincent Price. And so here we go. All right. Okay. So, how to host a murder. And I did, like I said, I did post more info on it on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So, all right. All right. So yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 305, Friday, December 27, 2024. I hope you've all had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you're looking forward to the New Year, New Year's Eve celebrations all around in your area. So please drink responsibly. Don't have any regrets for like 2025. There we go. So, yeah. All right. Bongo solo here. Boom. All right. Before we get to our like Rockstar plane crash. All right. So, what was it? Oh yeah. I want to reiterate that to everybody that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on all these audio listening platforms, which are Podcast, Tube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. Want to give shouts out to you watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, Sarnia Rocks, Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia groups, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, heavy metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, Dukes of Hazzard, John Schneider, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. There we go. Our craft beer tonight, accompanied by like a great cigar. I did bring backup. All right. Bam. All right. So, all right. So I did bring backup. All right. So basically, all right. So, anyways, there we go. Let's all right. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a good Nicaraguan cigar. All right. It is like and accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, it is St. Bruce Stout. It's a stout, and it's by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I am trying this for the very first time tonight. Really good beer, good aftertaste to it. When you first try it, there's a little bit of a sour aftertaste, but that disappears. I'm going to top her up here. All right. So yeah, I got their glass here. Yeah, pretty good beer. I do it's a spring, summer, and fall beer. This would go good with barbecues. All right. So, yeah. Good beer. Barbecue beer. Good back deck beer. Patio beer. So, yeah, St. Bruce Stout by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. I'll place this back here. All right. So as we get to our Rockstar plane crashes, I warn you guys that there might be. All right. So yeah, gong time there. There might be another bathroom break. I can't help that. Oh yeah. Yeehaw! All right. So That's flying through the air, the General Lee. We do have like a John Schneider triple shot tonight. We do have our Rockstar plane crashes. So, all right. This one involving like the late singer Ricky Nelson. Okay. So, anyways, this was all right. So I got to do some quick math here. 2024. Take away 1985. All right. This was a. All right. All right. So yeah. All right. Anyways, we have Ricky Nelson. So we got some notifications up here. All right. What do we got? So anyways. All right. So anyways, yeah, this happened 39 years ago. Yeah, so this happened like 39 years ago, December 31st, 1985. He was born, Ricky Nelson was born May 8th, 1940. He dies December 31st, 1985 at the age of 45. He was a big like music star, film career. December 31st, 1985, flying from Guntersville, Alabama to Dallas, Texas for a concert in his own plane, a Douglas DC-3. He paid $120,000 for the 14-seat 1944 Douglas DC 1944. Holy fuck. DC-3, and it had a history of mechanical problems. Suspected cause of the crash was faulty cabin heater, which caught fire when they were in mid-flight. Now there was 9 occupants on the plane. Pilots Ken Ferguson and Bill Rank escaped and survived. Rick Nelson, his assistant, Helen Blaine, and his 5 band members were killed instantly. Now there were rumors of cocaine freebasing. Was a suspicion of the crash, the aftermath of the accident. The pilots, Brad and Ken, were disciplined by the National Safety Board. Nelson was to begin a comeback tour with Fats Domino and singing his songs, but that did not happen. I did post. I think I posted a couple of Rick Nelson songs, like "Garden Party," "Poor Little Fool," on my Blogcast page, my Facebook page. He was only 45 at the time of the crash, and that happened 39 years ago, December 31st. And yeah, so if you go back, so it didn't turn out well for Rick Nelson. He is survived by his nephews. Here was a photograph of the plane crash right there. Pretty brutal, right? So, anyways, yeah, and here's one of his offspring. This is either Ricky or Gunnar Nelson, the son. That's model Bobby Brown right there. So, but yeah, it was if you're gonna have a plane, if you're gonna pay 120 grand for a plane, make sure it's not from 1944. So, anyways, yeah, it went down. There we go. I posted more of the crash, backstory of the crash on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So look for it, like it. We'll put that right back over here. So yeah, there we go. So, poor little fool. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, anyways, what we got going on here? So yeah. All right. So, hello everybody. So yeah. That is our I think he looks like my dad. So, but anyways, yeah. Just doing some spraying. I don't want the apartment to smell like an ashtray. There we go. There we go. All right, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live. version 6.0, episode 305. Wow, this beer is like really going through me. Tonight's beer is, all right, so, bam. Excuse me for a minute. I will be back. Holy crap. Okay. So, anyways, here I am again. This will be the last interruption for tonight. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, all right. So, anyways, people, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 305. Friday night, December 27, 2024. This is probably the last Friday night version of Big Jim Blogcast Live you will see this year. We've got 4 days left of the new year. I hope everybody's had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you'll have a Happy New Year. Let's see here. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah, I got a good cigar going on here. It's a Esteban Chupacabra. It's from Nicaragua. The beer tonight, we've got it's accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right, so cheers to you, Mr. Rick Nelson. And Richard Dawson. All right, so anyways, the beer for tonight, we have St. Bruce. It's a stout, and it's thick. And it's by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario. I will give it a rating out of 10 in maybe a few minutes from now, but I am trying this for the very first time tonight. I'm just going to give it a little top up. All right. See how thick that is. Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, owned by a gentleman named Jeff Carver. Good dude. All right. So, anyways, yeah, good beer. It's a spring, summer, and fall beer. It's a back deck beer. Good patio beer. Good barbecue beer. Yeah, St. Bruce. I visited Three Sheets Brewing last summer, and I couldn't. It's a great little brewery out there. And we'll put that back here. All right. So I give it a rating out of 10 later, a few minutes from now. Yeehaw! All right. That's a General Lee flying through the air there. All right. So, bongo. All right. All right. And pot. Oh yeah, I forgot. Gong time. Also, if you want to ring me up on your cell, your rotary phone here, about the blogcast, 1-800-867-5309. Hey Jim, how's that beer going? What are you going to rate it? Good blogcast tonight. So anyways, yeah. All right. So it's toll free to call, 1-800-867-5309. So, all right. Bam. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. So yeah. All right. So as we get to our album tonight, like I said, we got a John Schneider triple shot, and for all you John Schneider fans, this was John Schneider. Too Good to Stop Now. All right. So this is our album, our forgotten classic album tonight. It was released in 1984 through MCA Records. Produced by John Schneider and Jimmy Bowen. This is the fifth studio album for John Schneider. The songs, I've Been Around Enough to Know, What You'll Do About Me, Country Girls, Low Class Reunion, Too Good to Stop Now, Time of My Life, on side 2, Time of My Life, Trouble. The party of the first part, I'm Your Man and Hollywood Heroes. Now, I guess this was like it was released in 1984. It was to coincide with like the almost fifth to fourth season in between of Dukes of Hazzard. Songwriters on this album were Bob McGill, Dickie Lee, Troy Seals, Dennis Lynn, Gary Moore, Sonny Curtis. And the singles, Country Girls, and Been Around Enough to Know were top 5 hits for John Schneider. This landed on number 111 on the U.S. Billboard 200 album chart. Number 4 on the U.S. top country albums. The band, electric guitar, Billy Joe Walker, and Larry Lorando. Acoustic guitar, Billy Walker. Bass, Tom Ross. Drums, Matt Batten. Keyboards, John Jarvis. Viola, Buddy Speicher. Trombone, Rex Peer. Clarinet, John Gore. Trumpet, Terry Mead. What do we have? Oh, no information. There we go. That's just like... all right. So, anyways, it's upbeat, catchy. It's your standard country album. The start out singles, Trouble, What You'll Do About Me, Low Class Reunion. They're all good songs, basically. Here's the back cover with John, like looking back, looking mysterious, you know. There we go. Too Good to Stop Now. All right. So, and there he is. There's Mr. Schneider in all his glory. This is around maybe the in between the 5th to 6th season of the Dukes of Hazzard. So, yeehaw! All right. There we go. That is a General Lee flying back and forth. All right. So, if you're ever, I got this from like Goodwill. So if you ever see this, pick it up. It's a good country album. So that is John Schneider, Too Good to Stop Now. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. So, anyways, all right. Bam. All right, bongo solo there. Hotline one more time. And if you guys are gonna call me up, you want to ring me up on your rotary phone or your cell, 1-800-867-5309. Big Jim Blogcast Live. Hey, what are you gonna rate the beer? So we love the Blogcast tonight. This is your primer episode of Big Jim Blogcast Live. I know most of you are getting ready to go out to the bar. Hey, I am too. So that's going to be that's all right. So anyway, yeah. I'm getting you ready to go out to the bar. You remember those days, don't you? So, yeah. So anyways, I am going to right now. All right. So anyways, I am going to, oh yeah, here's Cactus Jack.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, here we go. Hey, Cactus Jack. Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 305. It is Friday, December 27th, 2024. All right, so there we are. We've got all right. Big Jim Blogcast Live! All right. Our bullhorn. All right, in case you can't hear me. All right. So it is time. It is time to rate the beer. So, boom. What are we going to give it? I'm going to share my final thoughts on this beer. Now, when I do these craft beer reviews, I don't go, it's a very exquisite uptown tasting beer. I don't do that. I just go with what's in here. So, that being said, accompanying this beer tonight is my cigar from Nicaragua. And the Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, all right. So, yeah, give it a little top up here. All right. So, It is called St. Bruce. It's a stout. It's by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Anybody wants to throw out a number, feel free to do so. My final thoughts on this beer. Great tasting. It's a spring, summer, and fall beer. It's a good wintertime beer if you want to be warmed up too. So, good back deck beer, good party beer, good beach beer, good barbecue beer. It's good when you're watching sports. So here we go. I thought long and hard about this. All right. So what's my number going to be? No. We got that. Nope. All right. Perfect. It is going to be an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. All right. So. Yes, 8 out of 10 for like the St. Bruce Stout. So 8 out of 10. So there we go. That's your number for tonight. That is, yeah, a damn good beer. I got to tell you, it's a very good beer. Does make you go to the bathroom maybe a couple of times, but St. Bruce Stout by the Three Sheets Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario, 8 out of 10. So, all right. So, yeah, there we go. All right. And now a lot of you have been asking me for T-shirts. All right. So, anyways, if you want a T-shirt like mine, want a shirt like mine, like Big Jim Blogcast Live, baseball jersey, or a plain white T-shirt or any design, email me at Big Jim Blogcast Live or on my regular Facebook page. They are $35 plus. That includes shipping and handling, and it takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Or the classic design, Big Jim's House Blogcast Live. I will get that out to you. Money order, check, e-transfer. I will do my best to get that out to you. These are $35, shipping and handling included, 4 to 6 weeks for delivery, and I will do my best to get that out to you. I've sent a few T-shirts out to a few happy people. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, now, before we get to my motivational quote, I'm going to try one last time to get all orange sides on, like the Rubik's Cube. I'll take it out of this Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. This is for those of you that don't know what this is. A legendary toy from the 80s. I've been working on the color orange tonight. That's all I got for orange. So I'm going to give it a couple of spins, see if I can get a full orange side. It's pretty self-explanatory what you got to do. I mean, there we go. So here we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. So there we are. All right. So yeah. Fuck. All right. So anyways. Back to where I started. Shit. Okay. Well, that's it for that. So anyways. All right. Yeehaw. All right. So, our inspirational, motivational quote tonight: "The risk of love is scary, but the chance to find happiness is enough to settle the fears." That's by Unknown. The risk of love is scary, but the chance to find happiness is enough to settle the fears. And that's our inspirational, motivational quote for tonight. So, yeah. All right, people. That's it for me. Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. So, anyways, as we do that, we go down to there. All right, people. That's it for me. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 305, Friday, December 27, 2024. We gave an 8 out of 10 to the St. Bruce Stout by Three Chiefs Brewing Company in Port Elgin, Ontario. Our birthday shoutouts: Lynette Denise, Marianne Pugsley, Carrie Wrightson, Mike Parent, Curtis Ackerman. Our countdowns, our local events. Our John Schneider triple shot with like his movie Eddie Macons run. Dukes of Hazzard Season 5 with the Coy and Vance season. Our album, John Schneider, Too Good to Stop Now. Our Star Wars creature, the Sarlacc. Outback Jack, our pro wrestler. Our classic game show host, Richard Dawson. How to Host a Murder. Ricky Nelson, Rockstar Plane Crashes. I want to give you guys, once again, we're not, the audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all these audio platforms, which is podcast, too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Good Blogcast, live at youtube.com. Shouts out there to you watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups. Michelle, you from Sarnia rocks, you guys rock. Pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups. Craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, Dukes of Hazzard groups. Right on. And you have a Merry Christmas. And I wish you a Happy New Year. All the best for 2025. You'll probably see me later again this Sunday. Last blogcast for 2024. Yeah. So if that's it, be good. Bongo solo right here. Bam. All right. So anyways, people, be good. And you will see me probably on Sunday one more time before the year is out. So anyways, cheers, people. And be good. So, and your primer episode, going out to the bar. I know I'm going to. So cheers, everybody. And be good. Have a happy new year. So there we go. Goodbye for now.